And ooh, I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show this on YouTube. Konnichiwa, epic gamers. Today I've got a special video for all of you. I didn't expect to make this one, but since I got something pretty cool in the mail, this box over here. This box, which I received in the mail, contains a lot of cards that a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players probably never seen before. Some Japanese old school cards from like 20 years ago, 1999. The guy I bought this from labeled this as his Waifu Collection. So this will only have female monster cards or spell cards, trap cards that have women or a woman on them. So without further ado, I'm gonna open these crown jewels over here. It even says fire comments. I mean, if only you know. Oh, look at those contents. It's like a box full of goodies. He also included a whole bunch of these Final Fantasy cards, just to make sure the cards wouldn't juggle around in the box and potentially get damaged. So I don't know if these are worth anything. I mean, there are a lot of the same ones, so I guess these are just bulk. Let me take these out for you guys and continue. So here we are. These are all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards. They're all double sleeved, so use protection, guys. He got the right idea. So I guess I'll just push these to the side and just take off a stack. So like I said, it's all female cards or cards with females on them. So we have the Spirit of the Breeze, I think this is his, Solemn Wishes, Element Valkyrie. This is a pretty interesting one. This is Lady of Faith, which got totally redrawn for the TCG. In the OCG, it's just a regular nun.
Because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
The TCG has it redrawn as like something totally different. We have the Red Archery Girl, which was also censored for the TCG release, Performance of Sword, and the Commencement Dance. We have Inspection, I believe, and it has a female on it, so he collected it. The Demon Tamer, I believe, the Monster Tamer. Mary the Fallen One, which is now a Dark Lord card, of course. Some trap cards. I don't even know if these are to be considered women. It looks more like a long-haired guy with a beard. Numinous Healer. We got this girl clinging on for her life. Jesus. Okay. We have the Gift of the Mystical Elf. We got the Dark Witch, or Valkyrie as she is known in the OCG. Also censored a lot for the TCG, of course. We have this guy. We have one of the Harpy ladies. Jesus, man, they really know how to appeal to their target demographic, I guess. Element Magician, Enervating Mist, and another Harpy lady. I mean, the Harpy ladies are fan favorites. So before we go to the other stack over there, I figured you guys would get kind of bored if I just went through some random cards I bought online. I thought, why not open a few 20th anniversary Legend Collection packs too, to get a little bit of randomness in this video. So every few stacks I'll do a pack to, you know, to keep it interesting, to keep it fun, I guess. So this set has a lot of reprints from the Yu-Gi-Oh movies and some other competitive cards. So we have an Effect Veiler, we have the Chocolate Magician Girl, and we have the card that is going to release in the TCG very soon. So first pack, not that impressive. So for the next stack of cards, we have Harpy Girl, the Ninjutsu Art of Transformation, Spirit of the Oasis. We have the Agent of Creation Venus, pretty cool. Mermaid Knight Otohime, which was completely redrawn for the TCG. Super Robo Lady, Mahafelo, which is pretty sure that's a guy. Fairy's Light, I don't know. Fairy's Hand Mirror, I know that one. Malevolent Nuzzler, Lady of Faith, Bakura's favorite card. Remember that episode? That was weird, I know. We have the Unhappy Maiden. Yeah, you have Maiden and Girl. This is Maiden, I believe. Witch's Apprentice, Witch of the Black Forest, Dark Elf. Tremendous Fire, which also got censored for the TCG. They gave these little fire imps blue dresses. And Protector of the Throne, I think. So we'll do another little stack before we go into another pack of the Legend collection. We have Soul Release, which was also given a dress in the TCG. We have Hibekime. I think the translated Japanese name for this is actually Noise Woman. That's pretty funny. We have Empress Judge. We have Queen's Double, one of its fusion materials. We have Spirit of the Harp, Succubus Knight, Harpy Lady, of course, fan favorite. We have the hot damn! Is it getting hot in here, or is it just me?
Because Jesus Christ is my nigga.
Okay, we have Saint Joan. We have the Fire Sorcerer, the Goddess with the Third Eye. We have the Amazoness Archer. There are some dust specks on them, so if you're asking why are you like rubbing the cards all the time, it's not because they're girls. It's because they're like dust, you know. Don't bully me. We have the Lady Assailant of Flames, and we have the Crimson Sentry, which also has some pretty sweet artwork. Pack time! So we have another pack to break the mold, you know, to do something different every now and again. Okay, we have a Cyber Dragon with an instant dust speck on it. And they're super shiny, look at that. We have the Sin Claw Stream. I mean, Sin, how appropriate for this opening. We have the Deep Eyes White Dragon, and our secret rare is Sin Tune. So for the next stack, we got the Water Magician, the Queen of Autumn Leaves. We have Graceful Charity, Warrior of Tradition, Rose Spectre of Dun, and this is one of the Series 1 cards of Yu-Gi-Oh, which released in 1999, like 20 years ago. And as you can see, they don't have a set number on the bottom right of the picture, and they also don't have a Eye of Anubis, which, for example, this card does have. And these were the first generation of Yu-Gi-Oh, which I collect. So if you were asking yourself, why did he buy all these commons and rares? These are the cards I collect, especially these old Series 1 cards. We have the Unfriendly Amazon, the Aqua Spirit, the Dream Sprite, I believe. And we have this card, which I forgot the name about, sadly. We have the Cure Mermaid. We have the Dancing Fairies. We have Fairy Guardian, I think this one's called. We got DNA Surgery. I'm funny, I swear. We got Wing Weaver. And we got another Series 1 card. And here's an example of another thing they used to do a lot in old school Yu-Gi-Oh! Is recolor existing monsters to make them into another card. So you can see these two cards are basically the same monster but with different colors. And in a different pose. This never released in the TCG, but there were some video games released overseas in which these cards did appear. They actually censored these artworks for those games, even though these never came out in English. We have the Marine Rainbow Mermaid, Aldine, which is also really cool. I like her a lot. We have the Water Girl. We have the Nekogal 2. So it's time for another pack. So I really hope you are enjoying this video. I know box openings are a bit more entertaining than just going through old cards, which a lot of people might actually not even care about. But I just wanted to show you part of my collection of favorite cards. Actually, we have a ultra rare Called by the Grave. I mean, if only the TCG had this, right? I mean, we have a super rare, but that's not the same, right? And our secret rare is a Cyber Dragon secret rare. That's pretty cool. Here we have the last stack of old school cards. And I think most of these, if not all of them, are Series 1 cards, really old ones. We have the girl with the pink hair. I forgot her name, sadly. We have another really cool old school card, which did get released in the TCG, but still, it's really awesome to get. We have Ice Water, which also got censored for a worldwide video game. We have La Moon. We have Vishwar Randi. The card on the right might seem familiar, and actually the Vishwar Randi I just showed is a recolor of Succubus Knight, which you could find in starter deck Yu-Gi-Oh way back in the day. So Vishwar Randi, we have Fairy Witch, which is a recolor of Witch's Apprentice. We have Maiden of the Moonlight. Ooh, and here we have one of the very heavily censored cards in the TCG. This wasn't even censored. This was completely redrawn. It shows an angel cutting herself to heal her own wounds. So I think angel blood heals wounds, I guess. And the TCG artwork is basically just an angel holding an orb of light. So this is a really cool card to get for a collector like myself. I just love it. It's just so dark, and you would never see this on a card nowadays anymore. And this is also very, very, very hard to get common card, actually. I don't know the exact price of this, but it's at least $10, if not more, for just a common. It's one of the harder to get old school commons, I guess. And it's a recolor of Lady of Faith. It's called Doriado, and we have Witch Hunt, or Last Day of Witch as it's known in the TCG, which is also a card that got completely redrawn for the TCG. The TCG just shows a cartoon witch with a cross through it, and this actually shows witch trials from way back in the day. It's actually one of the most... I think it's one of the very violent Yu-Gi-Oh cards from back in the day. I mean, wow! And this is also something you never see nowadays. We have Lunar Queen Elzaem, which is a recolor of Maiden of the Moonlight, which I showed a bit earlier. And I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show this on YouTube. We're probably going to get age restricted. We have the uncensored artwork of Water Omotics. And this is like a really popular card with collectors because they're like, ooh, it's a naked girl, man. Ooh, I need that for my collection, man. But yeah, so now we know why. The TCG version has a blue dress, I think. Yeah. We have Amazon of the Seas. We have Sonic Maiden. We have Ill Witch, which is just called Siren in the OCG. And we have Muse A, which is a recolored version of Spirit of the Harp. And here we have Spirit of the Winds, which is also a card that never got released in the TCG. So I've been looking for this one quite a while, the beautiful Headhuntress. And I'm glad I finally have a Series 1 version of it. I did have the Series 2 from the Booster Chronicle, I think. We have this one, which is a recolor of the Ill Witch I showed earlier. This is called the Water Element. I had to look that up too. We have Nekugal #1. We have Fairy of the Spring, which is a recolor of Water Omotics. We have Princess of Tsurugi. And for our last card, we got the beautiful Beast Trainer. And for our last pack, let's see if we can get something absolutely amazing from this one. So we have the Red Eyes Malefic Dragon. We got the Swords of Revealing Light, the new Swords of Revealing Light spell. I forgot the name. We have the Dark Magician. Well, I mean, that's kind of appropriate. That's one of the first monsters ever. And as a secret rare, we have Sin Territory. So I really hope you guys liked this sort of a mail opening video with some random packs thrown in. Let me know if you liked it, if you want to see more of these old school cards, because that's basically one of the main things that I collect at the moment. They're basically just really weird and hard to get comments. These are just, like I said, female monsters collected by the guy I bought this from, but there's way more. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to check out my other videos. Check out my Instagram. I'll leave a link to that in the top of the description below. And I hope to see you next time when I eat a cardboard sandwich.
My rhymes are fly, my beats are sick, my crew is big and it keeps getting bigger. That's 'cause Jesus Christ is my nigga. Woo! He's a life changer, miracle arranger, born to the virgin mom in a manger, water to wine.